The question I am focusing on is, what can schools and teachers do to enable a proportionate balance between the opportunities and risks that the internet affords to children? But before we look at what schools and teachers can do, it is important to understand what the opportunities and risks are. First, we'll begin with the opportunities. There are many opportunities that the internet can provide to children. Opportunities include learning through the internet, communicating with people, being creative through software that allow children to create artwork, methods of someone expressing themselves through an anonymous blog or other anonymous methods, and as a form of entertainment. Although communicating can be an issue, as we'll explain later on, children can communicate with people through an anonymous website when they would like to ask questions to someone that is professional in a field. There are also learning opportunities for English and maths in particular. These opportunities include the access to ebooks of literature and poems to assist the learning of English, and software that requires programming, such as Scratch, can be used for mathematic areas, such as geometry and other mathematical concepts. However, for every opportunity there is, it seems that there is a risk. Risks that the internet commits can come from individuals on the internet. It is just as easy, if not easier, for another individual that could be dangerous to children to access the internet. ChildNet gives 4 areas that children, teachers and parents should look out for, which they call the 4 C's. These include conduct, which is how they conduct themselves on the internet, as there is sometimes a false sense of anonymity. Contact, which includes the risk of online grooming and cyberbullying. Content, which includes inappropriate materials such as pornographic or violent content. And commercialism, which includes junk mail and exploitation of children in terms of being pressured into buying something. Children can also become a victim of radicalization through people they meet online. So, what can be done? Berry suggests that pupils should be aware of the main risks associated with the internet and recognize that they should not share certain types of personal information online. Byron proposes that we should empower children with the ability to embrace digital technologies so that they are using the internet to its full potential, while they keep themselves safe with confidence. As a teacher and a school has the duty to safeguard children, it is their duty to teach children what the risks and opportunities of the internet are. The classroom can provide a safe environment where children can discuss attitudes and concerns and learn to use the internet safely and responsibly. This will allow children to talk to teachers and other staff about any experiences that they have had on the internet. If anything is flagged up, the teacher will be able to go through the correct safeguarding procedures to protect the child. It is not possible to constantly be with a child when they are accessing the internet, so we have to make sure that children are prepared to use the internet, as the ultimate responsibility for children's safety in both the virtual and real world is up to them. One method that a school can do in order to develop a child's ability to assess and manage risks is to have managed systems on the internet at the school, as opposed to a lockdown system where pupils are not allowed on a lot of websites. Parents play a big part in managing the access children have to the internet, so it can be useful to suggest to parents that they can have software that inhibits some websites that their children can access, or even that they can see which websites or applications their children have been on. Teachers can promote positive, safe and effective use of technology by children in all educational contexts, including homework, using public libraries, computer clubhouses, ICT workshops, etc., as well as ensure that children know the benefits of the internet, as mentioned before, as the internet is not just about risks. These should be recognised by children as learning opportunities, so the children can prosper in what has been taught to them. Schools should include internet safety within their safeguarding or child protection policy, and there should be an acceptable use policy that is accessible for children throughout their learning. Teachers should take these strategies into account when planning lessons that involve the use of the internet, with opportunities to talk about it in class or with individual children. If pupils are taught about the risks at an early age, then they will be far better at coping with the challenges of secondary education and adolescence.
Created using Powtoon.